My medication, it runs $20,000 a month without insurance. I make $800 a month. Oh, that will kill me. That would kill my friends. That would kill millions of people in this country if they lose their health care.
Well, Trump and MAGA are throwing your grandma or your grandpa out on the streets if they are in assisted living. That's what this bill is going to do. Because of Medicaid covers assisted living and long-term care in nursing homes for a lot of these seniors that are living there. And so this bill is going to slash $1 trillion from Medicaid, kick millions of people off of it. Nursing homes are going to close. Seniors that are living in nursing homes because they have dementia or because they can't care for themselves are going to be out on the streets. And you can thank Trump and MAGA because they're evil and they don't care about seniors and they don't care about children. And I know this is what's going to happen because of the work that I do. A lot of people say to me, no, it's Medicare that covers nursing home assisted living. No, it's not Medicare. It's Medicaid that covers assisted living and nursing homes for those seniors. And so, but Medicare is getting cut too. Oh, and food stamps for children. That's going to be cut. So MAGA, the party that likes to say they're Christians, you're not. You're not. You hate seniors and children and disabled people and vets because it's going to impact those groups the most. I don't know. I don't think you can ever say that you are a patriot and be MAGA or support Trump. But anywho, Trump is throwing your grandma on the streets, so you should call him up and thank him.
Big beautiful bill Medicaid cuts. I'm for it because I'm an able-bodied American citizen right now. I'm headed to work. I work at least 40 hours a week. People need to stop just getting free benefits. If you can go to work, you need to go to work because we're tired of paying for everybody. So Medicaid cuts, we're here for it.
Here's my mother-in-law. She worked 40 hours a week too at the same company for 32 years and she was union and then she got brain tumors and she lost her health insurance because if you're not working, you're going to lose your health insurance and then Medicaid and Medicare kick in. Every single person is one tragedy away from having to be on Medicaid and Medicare. You're one brain tumor, one car accident, and for you specifically, looking at you, I can tell you're one heart attack away from needing Medicaid and Medicare. Now, I know that you think everybody that's on them is lazy illegals, but guess what? One day you're going to need it and you're not going to have it. And it's not you that's paying everything. It's people like me, the younger generation, that are paying for that for you, for her. Now, thank God that she has successful children that can subsidize her way of life because Medicare and Medicaid, it don't cover it all. You're going to be in poverty forever and you're going to lose your house. You're going to lose your home. You're going to lose everything that you ever worked for and you're going to have to move in with your kids. So I hope that you have fucking rich kids because you just made that little tiny entitlement that you're going to need fucking smaller. I would like people like you to think of the future. You're going to need it. For you, it's probably going to be a couple years, all right? Because I can tell you've probably been eating butter and fried chicken for the last 20 years.
We are already seeing hardworking Americans be affected by Donald Trump slashing to Medicare. This is crazy. Everyone needs to hear the story of Ron. He's a senior citizen who is on Medicare, and until recently, his allergy treatments have been covered fully. But now, each time he goes to get his treatment, he gets 2 bills each for $481. Keep in mind, this is a treatment that is essential to his health. Look at this.
Getting injections between Medicare and my secondary, I didn't have to pay anything. The last 2 injections I got, which is every 6 weeks, I received a bill for $481 each time.
He goes on to say he gets 2 shots every time he gets his treatment once every 6 weeks, and he gets a $481 bill for each one. All of this is happening because Republicans pushed through the big beautiful bill which takes away healthcare coverage from senior citizens like Ron here to give massive tax cuts to billionaires like Elon Musk. They told the working class that cutting these programs would put more money into our pockets, but if you ask Ron here, I guarantee he doesn't think that that's the case. In reality, they just want to shift the burden onto us so the billionaires can walk away with even more money. All of the money they take away from Medicare is money that could have been used to keep someone safe, healthy, and alive. Republicans take away from people like Ron here and give more money to billionaires despite the fact that these billionaires already pay less taxes than nurses and firefighters.
Hi guys, this is Tina and you're welcome back to the channel. So MAGA Republicans who once bragged about their Medicare are now drowning in bills. These are the same people who got Medicare free of charge, nothing out of pocket. No worries, but right now guys, under Trump's so-called big beautiful bill, their lifeline is shattered. Massive costs, ruthless restructuring, and suddenly the very supporters who cheered him on are opening envelopes with medical bills they never imagined. The shock is real, the outrage is everywhere, and MAGAs are asking, how could this happen to us? Well, let's dive in and see people's reactions to this.
Your insurance is about to triple. And with this government shutdown that they are threatening at this point, to stop it, they are saying that they are going to permanently fire hundreds of thousands of federal workers to scare people into voting for this. This is how serious this is, y'all. And if you got a chance to watch the clip on CNN, I'm not a big CNN watcher, but I do try to watch clips here and there. Republican Mike Lawler was on there just talking. He was refusing to answer the reporter's questions. And the reporter's question was asking, what happens if this shutdown is imminent? And it does happen. What can stop it on both sides? Now, here's the thing. The Republicans, of course, are trying to say that the Democrats are not trying to reach across the aisle or whatever, and they're trying to cause all these issues. That's not what's happening. The Democrats are like, look, we are absolutely trying to reach across the aisle, but this is what we're trying to do here. We need a $1 trillion reversal of the Medicaid cuts. Now, here's the thing. People are like, oh, I don't have Medicaid, blah, blah, blah. No one was abusing Medicaid in the way that they were saying that it was being abused, because they can't even understand how Medicaid is even applied for, how it's used, and how it affects regular hospitals, nursing homes, assisted living, just all types of different programs. So again, if Medicaid is cut, you're going to see a spike in your own regular insurance. And you're also going to, if your doctor's office is still even open, please understand Medicaid keeps the lights on in your doctor's office. Even if you don't use Medicaid, keeps the lights on at, your dentist's office, keeps the lights on at your pharmacy. These things matter in all of our communities. Now, they're asking for that. They're also asking for them not to cut kids' cancer research. Cancer research for the children. Don't cut it. Because, they're family first, right? They're trying to repackage that big, beautiful bill as, the America workers first, family first, whatever. They're trying to make it seem like they're doing, things for families when they're absolutely harming families. Now, here's the other thing. They're also asking for the ACA tax cuts. Remember, or tax credits. Remember, we talked about this. If those tax credits expire at the end of this year, that means premiums on the marketplace are going to fucking skyrocket, and people will not be able to pay for insurance. That means hundreds of thousands, millions of people will be without insurance because it will be unattainable. They'll be priced out. So they're trying to, threaten, well, if we don't get 7 Democrats to sign with this, we're going to fire all, hundreds of thousands of. Call all of your representatives, because they need those federal workers just as much as we need those federal workers. Don't let them scare us into saying, oh, well, if we don't, they need those workers too, because their shit doesn't get pushed through if they don't have them. And they can call in as many scabs of all those little applications that they, took in during his last presidency, or when he felt like he won, when he really didn't. It doesn't matter. They won't be able to do the work. So here's the thing. To put this into perspective, Let's say you have a couple making about $84,000, a senior couple, 55 and up, on their way to retirement. Now, their current insurance is about $7,000. Without the subsidies, that is the ACA tax credits, that is, Medicaid being able to still be in place, you're looking at $20,000 just for medical. They ain't ate nothing, they ain't went nowhere, they ain't paid no mortgage, they ain't did nothing. That's just medical. And then because fewer people will be, utilizing insurance because everybody else will be priced out, it's going to go up another $4,000. This is what this boils down to. It doesn't matter if you don't have Medicaid. It does not matter if you don't know anyone who uses Medicaid. Medicaid keeps the lights on because there's more people on Medicaid than, regular subscribers. There are far more things being paid for Medicaid than there are for private insurance users. And they know this. This is why they're trying to kick everybody off. So then that way it's either you pay a ton or it's their way or no way. That's why he was talking through this and he knows, these are Biden spending. It's not. They have spent far more than the program is even allotted for. And we have seen that in Georgia. Understand, if these Democrats side with them and those ACA tax credits go away, this is what we're looking at. If we do not get this reversal of, this Medicaid cut of $1 trillion from the Energy and Commerce Bill, because again, you remember how they try to hide it in there. That's where it's at. And they say they're not cutting Medicaid. They're absolutely doing it, but this is where it's at. This is what we're looking at. So call your representatives and always remember that America's not a real place. And hell, if y'all don't, I don't know, it won't.
MAGA voters are learning a painful lesson. You can't eat ideology for dinner. And you definitely can't pay your nursing home bill with a red hat. Because right now, nursing homes across America are kicking out patients who can't pay. And here's the kicker. The biggest percentage of them are Trump's own supporters. You guys see that woman talking about her father getting kicked out of the nursing home? Well, apparently the nursing homes are kicking out their Medicare patients. And she was like, why would they do that? And everyone in the comments was like, honey, this is what you voted for. This is Medicare cuts. This is the big, beautiful bill. And she was like, no, that's not it. Yes, it is. I work in skilled nursing. 90% of the residents that are in there, they are Medicare patients. These buildings stay open because of Medicare. They will close down. They will not care for your aging parents and grandparents for free. They will send them home to you. You will have to quit your job and stay home and take care of them. That means you're going to have to be the caregiver for your father, your husband, your kids. You're going to have to quit your job. You're going to have to do all this on half the income for your household. A woman on Twitter said that a lot of people are about to lose their Medicaid and not realize it because their insurance is called something else in their state. Perfect example would be Texas, which is Star or Star plus CHIP. Georgia Pathways. New York State of Health. California, Cal-AM or Medical. Maryland, Health Choice Illinois. These are just some examples, and people really don't know that their insurance is Medicaid because they don't know what the real name is. I mean, even Florida has an acronym. It's SMMC. If you're not paying attention, you wouldn't even know that that's Medicaid. All I'm saying is that a lot of people are about to suffer, and it's not a fault of their own. It's just the government doesn't want to help you. Yes, the folks who proudly voted against Obamacare, who cheered Medicaid cuts like they were touchdowns at a football game, are now being wheeled out of nursing homes like unwanted furniture. Turns out the evil government handouts they despised were actually paying for grandma's bed, meals, and blood pressure checks. Who knew?
So the truth is, Trump's policies didn't protect them. They destroyed the safety net they once took for granted. From free Medicare to sky-high bills, the betrayal is unforgettable. What's your take on this, guys? Is this justice served or a disaster for American senior citizens? Well, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Do well to like, share, and of course, subscribe to support the channel. Till next time, bye!